Hello and welcome to Come With Us, a podcast to meet all your fantasy needs. I'm Sussy Nunez.
And I'm Reshea Kelly, and each week we dive into the tempting world of books, seductive romance, and a sprinkle of spice.
Welcome to episode 9, Cedars. Oh my god, it's episode 9. Can you guys believe it?
We're almost 10 episodes in.
I know. I'm Sussy Nunez, super sick, super cute, and here for you, even though I'm like this.
And I'm Reshea Kelly, current #1 fan of Harley LaRue.
Oh my
I'm
god,
obsessed.
yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh god. Sinners, churris, guys, oh my god. We're obsessed. It's just...
I've never wanted to be a bootlicker before.
But we're gonna reserve all of our comments for not the next season, but like the next part of this podcast when we finish the Aquator series, because we're gonna start the Losers series. Even though there's only 3 books, we need to talk about them because they're hot.
Mm-hmm.
They're hot.
I'm feeling
today,
things.
I know. But today, Reshea, we are going to have an amazing guest.
Mm-hmm.
She is one of our TikTok followers and our TikTok friends. Her name is Deborah. Alexandra. Her ad is right here. And we're very excited because her opinions are really good. And I love her reviews. And she's like very straightforward with her reviews. And I love the bio on her TikTok. It's like, all my reviews have spoilers. I'm like, yes, I see you. I'm you.
I love that.
I hate talking about a book or a show or something without the spoilers, because it's not the same emotions, it's not the same feeling.
Yeah, because then you're like, yeah, I can't, and then you just...
I know, exactly. So yes, say hello and welcome to Deborah.
Hi, how are you, Deborah?
I'm good. How are you ladies doing?
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Look at me. Listen, phenomenal.
Never better. I don't know what you're talking about. It's cute though. You sound sexy like Phoebe in Friends when she gets sick.
That is, I remember that episode.
I love that episode too. You know what? I was sounding better last week because, oh my god, all the phlegm was like hitting the perfect spot, and I was like,
you were like, what now?
Sexy and stuff. I'm not anymore. I'm just stopped with a lot of phlegm right now, and it's going everywhere. But whatever. Deborah, you're here. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to talk about all things smut with all of you.
I know, but the first question that we have for you is, what is your favorite trope of all time?
Oh,
give me your top 3. Top 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, has to be. I don't know if this is considered 1 or 2 of they're separate or similar, but White Shoes and Reverse Harlem, I cannot get enough of those. Those are my absolute favorites.
You mean Reverse Harem?
Yes, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. Reverse Harem.
I'm like, wait. Reverse Harlem? What is that?
That's Upper East Side, actually.
Those are my absolute favorite. Stalker, I think also, that's another one. Oof. I love those.
Which one? I didn't hear that.
White Shoes, Reverse Harem, and Stalker. Those are my absolute favorites.
Oh, Stalker. Dude, I just finished Queens and Monsters by J.T. Geisinger, all the 4 books.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have something in common. Kidnapping, a stalker. Something is gonna happen like that, and I don't know why that is so sexy. I think that is. What happened?
Did you say kidnapping and soccer?
Let's cut some slack because she's sick and it's hard to understand.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, my period is around the corner. I'm sick and I'm so sweaty because New York is like 92 degrees today and it's rainy, so it's Mm-hmm. So you guys, honestly, don't pay attention to me this episode because I don't even know if I'm alive.
These books all have something in common. You've got men abducting women, soccer, a bit of badminton sometimes.
Probably, yeah, and a lot of murder, a lot
Do
of
they wait?
murder.
Do they murder
So
her?
What murder? Sorry.
I know. So yeah, definitely. I don't know why stalker guys are like. I think Zade Meadows just got into us in a very
Yes,
deep level. That's it.
yes, I
Follow
do
up
agree.
question. Sorry, follow up question. So if you like stalkers, do you also like the like primal stuff? Like in Hunting Adeline, when they did the whole like the girls are released into the woods and then they're being like hunted down with the bows and arrows. Like, do you like maybe not exactly that scenario because she wasn't
Mm.
enjoying that one, but do you like the primal play, like the running and being chased kind of
Honestly, I
trope?
think I do because
I love it.
I kept reading that part over and over, and also I'm like, imagine if someone wanted you so much they're willing to chase you down and have you.
Yeah.
I thought I was, in my opinion, I thought like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I
We're
okay?
so romantic. I cannot with us. We're so romantic.
That's a new level of romance. But then I did read but then I started reading The Ritual and I noticed like there's also some things there in that book that I'm also like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm a little insane. Maybe there's something a little wrong with me, but I enjoy it. I think that's awesome. Like imagine someone wanting you so much that they chased after you and they just wanted you so much. They wanted to have their way with you. Consensual, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is I think that is the primary word for everything that we're talking about.
Hmm.
We know what is going to happen because we, even if we didn't talk about specifically a specific point. Sorry, you
Specific
see, I'm
points.
telling you. Specific points. Everything is consensual. Like you know what are
Hmm.
my heart limits. I know yours. Even though in these books, I do have to say something about these books right now.
Wait, which one?
All
Exactly.
of these books,
All of
all
the
of these
Oh,
books.
books.
all the books. Okay.
They don't talk about hard limits though. They just try things and you tell me no and you tell me yes and green light and red light and yellow. But you know what? I want a book when they actually talk about the things. Like I want to know your heart limits. Well actually
They did that
Rashid,
in praise. They did that in
exactly. I was
praise.
gonna say that. Rashid, remember praise. Like they had a
Yep.
list that she could like from 1 to 5 she could rate what she
Hmm.
liked and what she didn't like, and I think that was an amazing example of how to
Mm-hmm.
say these are my hard limits and these are my like very soft limits. We don't see that a lot in books. Have you read
Yeah.
anything like that that you want to recommend, Deborah?
I have. There's this book called Annie, You're Okay by Cassiddie Williams. It's like a dom and sub situation. I thought I wasn't because uh it was a lesbian couple and doing the dom and sub. I thought I wasn't gonna enjoy it, but then some they added an outsider, and that's when I'm
So
like, okay,
it's a throuple.
yeah, they become a throuple. And I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I actually did. And I
Yes.
keep recommending it to everyone who likes the dom and sub trope.
If you tell me the other person if their gender, is that a spoiler or no?
Yes, it will be a spoiler.
Shoot.
Okay.
Okay, don't tell me anything, but we're gonna add it to the TBR, whatever.
FFX, I guess, since I don't know what the other one is. Okay.
Okay, is it
Annie, you're
one
okay.
book or they're like more?
No, so far it's one. The author just released it. I think it was last month.
Oh, so it's just one standalone
Just
book, but
yeah,
does it seem
it's a
like it's going to be part of a series?
yeah. It's because it says book one.
Ooh,
Oh
So
no.
I'm excited for the next one because if it's gonna be like that one, I can't wait to see what the other one is. That
I'm
book was
excited
really
now.
good because not only did it really made me like, okay, I actually like the dom and sub trope, but also made me cry, made me sad. There was a lot of praise and there was a lot of another
Yes.
character used had a filthy mouth, and I enjoyed that.
Okay,
Oof,
so dirty talk is one oh yes, yes, yes. 101
dirty
and
talk.
heck fucking
Dirty
yes.
talk and
So
praise.
dude, those are my favorite things because I am a huge fan of praising degradation. Like that is my
Yes.
thing. So heck
Why?
fucking yes.
I don't know. I don't know, but I love that too.
It just gets us right. It's just every
Hmm.
time it just hits the spot every time.
You want to mix
So,
up
Deborah,
both.
I know. Deborah, what is your favorite book of all time?
Oh my gosh, don't do this to me. Because I'm still trying to
Favorite
figure
book
it
of
out
all time. You
myself.
can do it.
No, I'm still trying to figure it out by myself because there's Haunting Adeline. That was the first book I ever read this year, and it made me love smut even more than back then. But then again, there's also Twisted Lies. Like, I love that book. I can read it over and over and over, and I will never get
Well,
Okay.
and I will
okay,
never get
so
over it.
let's clear this up. You have 2 questions on this category. So it's gonna
Mhm.
be favorite book of all time, any genre, and then favorite smutty book of all time.
Okay, so my favorite book has to be Twisted Lies of all time.
I know
Like
that.
even outside the smut romance genre, it's still Twisted Lies.
It's still Twisted Lies.
All right.
Author of that? That sounds very familiar.
That's Anna Huang. It's part of this
The
series
Twisted
that we
series.
got.
Have it? Yes, I do. I know that book. Yeah, you have it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And what about the favorite smutty book? No, wait. Why do you like that book so much?
I think it has a mixture of everything. It's in between the dark and light, so you get the best of both worlds. There's also a Morley Gray. There's also like a very like fluffy woman main character. So, and plus you don't get too much smut, but you also get like the perfect amount. You get the perfect amount of smut. You also get like a little bit of backstory. I There's just also a Morley Gray, not Morley Black, like how I think of Zade Meadows. Even though
Yeah.
like he's very noble, I still think he's more black than he is gray.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that has to be Twisted Lies.
Twisted Lies is the first one now.
No, it's the fourth one.
See,
I didn't know that.
I've been avoiding spoilers, so I have no idea what any of the books are about or whether they're like standalone-ish in a series or if they're contemporary or fantasy. I have no idea.
They can also be read as standalones, but there will be like a little bit of crossover in each of these books.
Gotcha.
I love those.
So in a way, yes, it can be standalone, but also you'll follow along.
Yeah.
Got it. So
I like
now, what is your favorite smutty book of all time?
Haunting Adeline.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
That's a good one.
I was debating whether it would be The Ritual or Haunting Adeline.
I love how darks you are.
And did you guys just see that yesterday was Zade Meadows' birthday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, I celebrated it by reading my favorite Zade Meadows chapter.
Which one is your favorite chapter?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. I think it's the main one is from Hunting Adeline, because we all see how he is throughout. We see how Zade is throughout Haunting Adeline. We see how he's both like he's scary, but he's also like kind of sweet towards Adeline. But in Hunting Adeline, we see one chapter that I don't think we see in the rest of the other books. We see him actually vulnerable. He cried. He was actually in pain, showing his pain.
Which chapter is it again?
It's chapter 6 on Hunting Adeline.
Was that when he carved the rose into his chest?
Yeah. We see like his vulnerability in that chapter. So I think that has to be my favorite, because in the previous one we didn't see much. We just see how he is in front. But when Adeline was actually gone, we see his vulnerability, and that's what I really enjoyed. As messed up as it sounds, but I enjoy seeing the vulnerability of a man.
No, I love that.
I was just about to say that your answer was a lot deeper and more poignant than my answer.
Which one is yours?
When he puts his belt around her neck and makes her give him a blowjob outside his car.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it too.
I was like, what's that? A belt? Okay.
Both of you, yes. Deborah, have you read The Dare?
No, I want to. I was so upset when I found out that it's not on Kindle Unlimited.
No, baby.
See it.
I'm telling you, you need to have the physical book. because it's the
Mhm.
type of book that you want to lick the pages.
Oh my goodness.
I should show you my copy. I didn't have my pen on
Is it
me
really
on
that
the
wet?
plane when uh, I was reading it in the middle seat on a plane next to an abuela and some like 30-year-old uh
No.
I just love Jesus woman sitting like next to me on my right. I'm between these two women. Not that that's bad. She was just like watching Where the Heart Is, like one of the sweetest TV shows ever. And I'm over here like with my book. I was just like
Reading the
trying not to let her see it.
smuttiest, the
And I didn't have my
nastiest
pen
book.
and I didn't have anything. So I dog eared the pages. I was like, I'm just going to dog ear every time I feel like the tinglies. Almost every page. Almost every page.
It's just, honestly, I started doing the thing, and then I was like, this is just, I'm not gonna do this to every page, and I just stopped doing it because it's so good. It's so good,
It's a whole
Deborah.
book. It's a
But
whole book.
Shay, that's on you, because when we asked Chelsea if it was okay to read it on public, she says no. She said, do not read it on the subway. Do not read it anywhere that is public. So that's on you.
I
It's
needed
all
to get
smut.
it read. I needed to get it read. And the problem is the font is a little on the large side. So I was like,
So
oh
anyone
no,
will
I
read it.
gotta anyone
People
could
over
read
your
it.
shoulder.
Deborah, if you can order
Mhm.
it today or go to a library and like get it, oh my God, get it. Well, a bookstore, not a library, a bookstore. Get it. Because, oh my God.
Yeah,
That book,
It's like
I
90%
was like,
smut is what I've seen on TikTok.
yeah. And the whole thing takes place over the course of one Halloween party.
yeah, baby. It's
Sorry,
What?
dog.
Just
one
one
night.
night?
One Halloween party. Mhm.
And honestly, that's all you need. That's all
That
you
is really all I need. Now my interest is
Mhm.
piqued even more than what it was before.
Yes.
And it's only 140 pages.
I heard of that
44.
too. It's a
144 pages, yeah.
it's a small book. 90% of it is smut,
It's a
including
small
a
baby.
type
Mhm.
Look
of.
at this. Look at
Oh
this.
my gosh, it's so
It's itty
tiny.
bitty.
It's itty bitty, but
But
get
It's
I'm
itty
saying,
bitty.
canned.
I thought when she said not to read it in public, it was like because your panty's going to be so wet, it's going to be uncomfortable for you, you're going to be blushing. No, it's just because you're afraid somebody's going to see what you're reading at one point.
I mean, do
and
you
because
really
of the other
care
thing that you just said
sometimes?
too. Both things, Reshea, both things. Honestly.
I mean, do you
I
care
guess
if someone
the
reads
other
it?
part I'm fine with. A little bit of a exhibitionist in me, I guess.
Gosh. Okay.
She's ready.
Yeah, I am, and I don't think I brought my fan with me this time.
We know that you said that this year Haunting Adeline was your first real was the first book you read this year. Was that the beginning of your smut journey, or did your smut journey start earlier? And what has that what was the introduction to smut and romance for you? And then how has that evolved your relationship with sex and with yourself and your own sexuality?
No, my smut journey began in 2018. Um,
Okay.
there was a lot of free books on Google Play, so I decided to just hit one and check one out. Okay, the first one I ever read was Craving by Helen Hardt. That one, it was
Okay.
really good. I enjoyed it. Um, until I realized that there's 12 books in that whole series. And I'm hesitant, should I continue it or should I just move on? And I decided to move on because back then I was really cheap. I'm like, I'm not going to spend money on no books when I can just go to the next one and it's free.
Yeah.
So that was the very first one. And I continued to read, but it wasn't until this year my Kindle I got my Kindle, and the first one this whole
Freaking
year,
Kindles, though. They
the
always
Kindles.
get you.
They always do because you have the whole library in a little device. So why not just go
Mhm.
and check it out? And plus, I had TikTok for a really long time, and every single
And
time they always recommend Haunting Adeline. So I'm like, you know what? Fine, let this be my very first book. Ever since then, I did not go back. I want them even darker. I want them even smuttier. I just want something similar. And even though there is nothing in the world that can never come close to Zade Meadows, there's
Mhm.
still a lot of really good books out there.
Yeah.
Again with the Kindle though. You know what? You know what it gets you? Because you see, like, have you read Pocket Around?
No, I have not.
Read it. That book is
I will.
800 pages. And you read it like that on Kindle. Because you the thing is that I have both. I have that on Kindle because
Mhm.
all of my highlights are there, and I have it in physical. And if you see the book in physical, you're like, I'm not gonna read that shit. It's just so long. And then on Kindle, all of them are the same amount because the Kindle is like this. So they deceive you.
You're
They're always
reading
deceiving
a
you.
whole novel without even realizing.
Exactly, they're deceiving. They're always deceiving you. It's not fair. It's not fair.
There's actually like a really big debate going on right now on TikTok that I just kind of saw and was like, I don't have time for that. And I just stopped paying attention to it. But I guess there's this big debate on whether or not you read faster on the Kindle than you do a physical book.
Yes.
I believe
yes.
that you do. I believe that you do.
I don't know what the difference, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know why you read faster or how you read faster, but I feel like
you see all the rest of like what you have left and you kind of slow down. Meanwhile, when you go on the Kindle, you read normally and then before you know it, you just
yeah,
finish.
well, and then like and then just like the difference between actually turning a page and then just boop, just push a little button, you just tap it and it switches pages. I don't know, maybe that too. You're shaving off seconds.
You know what it is too? When we're reading everything on Kindle, you see the percentage and you just want to beat yourself. You're in competition with yourself. You're like, oh, 25, I'm going to get to 35. I'm going to get to 45. And then it's 4 in the morning and you're like, oh, 85. You know, I think I can finish this. And then the sun is out. The sun is out. It's not fair for us. It's not. It's not.
But then again,
And
when you
another
finish
thing.
the book, you have another book waiting for you on your TBR. You don't have to go to the store, get the book, pay it. No, it's just right there. Exactly.
That's the worst part right there.
How is it the worst
Honestly,
part? I thought that was the best part.
Oh, it's just the worst part for people who are like not doing chores and like like
God.
Like maybe when I was reading ACOTAR, I didn't cook dinner for like a week and a half and I was just like, you guys can fend for yourselves.
Like order pizza and you guys are fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's so easy and so nice. So it makes sense that you read fast, at least for me, on Kindle. And I do think that, dude, I read 5 books this week. 5.
This week?
5, okay?
I'm jealous.
Don't ask me how, but I did it.
You don't have kids, that's how.
Applause for you, Susie. Because I could never do that. Good for you. You did that.
Yes, I did.
Good job.
Okay.
Susie made good life choices. I'm kidding. We made good life choices too, Deborah.
Yes,
you and me.
I know.
Well,
they're just different, babe.
We all
They're just
did.
different.
As long as we both have all 3 of us, we have a Kindle, that's still a good choice too.
That's all that matters. Okay.
So Deborah, for this part, we're gonna play a little game. But for that, I need to know at least 4 to 5 guys / female characters that you will give your life like for.
Zade Meadows, Christian Harper, Alex Volkov, Reese Larson, and Aero Westwood.
If you have to pick only 3, only 3 of this 5. No, yes, you can do this, babes. You can do this.
We believe in you.
Oh goodness.
Yes, tell me.
If I had to pick 3, shoot. Zade Meadows, Christian Harper, and Aero Westwood. Those 3.
Okay, perfect. So, fuck, marry, kill, baby. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
Can I replace the kill to kiss?
You cannot.
Oh my god.
You gotta kill one.
No, I can't. I can't. These are my top 3.
You can do this. We all know that you're gonna marry
my left arm, my left titty for. I would give
Deborah,
my left one for.
Deborah, I promise you, if you do this, I will punish Susie by making her do fuck, marry, kill on her 3 favorite men.
Yours too, because if I have to, all 3 of us have to.
I mean, okay. I'll kill anybody.
Object.
Too late.
Honor.
Too late.
One, babe.
Deborah, go.
One. Okay. I would F Zade Meadows.
Okay.
You will ask Zade?
I would probably die after, but yes. I'd marry Christian Harper. And I would have to
Okay.
kill Aero. I'm sorry. Even though he's like a really sick stalker, but I have to kill him.
Well, okay, if you fuck Zade, then you don't have to worry about it because then Zade will kill him.
That is true. That is 100% true.
You're definitely fucking Zade.
Absolutely. I
You're
may die
marrying
after Christian,
and you're killing Aero.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, that poor guy. Even if
He's
after
been through so
everything he's
much.
been through, damn girl, you're such a bad person. I hate you.
What you didn't know is there was a wrong and a right answer. We're kidding.
Honestly, I really thought you were going to marry Zade.
No, I think Christian Harper, he can give me both what these two can.
Okay, we got to read the books before, so we got to reserve judgment till we read the Twisted series.
We will be back after we finish that because damn, baby.
To beat Zade. Okay, Sussy.
Stop, no.
Fuck, marry, kill. Jake, Caleb, Ilmari.
Not only that,
she wouldn't answer this. She wouldn't answer this question last time I asked her.
Ziners, if you remember, they're my favorite, like always top 3 men in my life since I read Walking Around. And honestly, I refuse to answer this.
Bitch. No, how dare you?
I refuse. Look, after reading Fucking Wild, I will have said I will kill Jake, but after reading Fucking Wild, babes, I'll marry that man so hard.
I haven't read it yet.
Hard. No.
Okay. I need to read that now.
So, but like, if you had to,
don't worry, they'll still live after.
No. The thing is that for me, like in my mind, honestly, every book that I read is an actual universe. Like they exist in another dimension, and if I kill one of them, I'll die. Oh
my goodness!
What if it's fuck, marry, severely injure with the possibility of recuperation, but they don't want anything to do with you anymore?
No, I'm the Rachel. I'm Rachel. Are you kidding me? They cannot live without me. No. But I will say this. Okay, let's do fuck, marry, avoid.
Okay, fuck, marry, avoid.
Avoid, because I'm not gonna kill my babies. That's impossible.
Okay,
you see,
that's
Deborah?
fine.
You see, Deborah? I have a heart. I have a heart, Deborah. I fight for them.
Nobody's ever going to want to come on this podcast ever again. Do we see how we treat our guests?
This is all a joke, but it's not. Okay, so I would definitely, no doubt, marry Ilmari. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, no doubt. Ilmari has the best heart ever, even though Caleb's too, and Jacob too, and Jake too. I will. Oof.
This is killing me.
I would. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. You know, I love you both. You're equal to me. You're equal to me. You know it.
I'm gonna fuck Caleb.
No, I'm actually gonna fuck Jake, and I'm gonna avoid Caleb.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
But Caleb has so much.
I'm not gonna explain my choices. It is.
No, you're fine.
I feel like a survivor right now. I feel like I've been to so many things right now, so I'm not gonna explain myself. Actually, yeah, that's it. Reshea, your turn. I'm gonna cry right now.
But think of it like this: avoid only for a day.
I'm a survivor. What, Deborah?
Avoid only for a day, not forever. So after that, you could come back.
I don't know, but honestly, after this, I'm probably gonna pick up Walking Around again. I'm gonna read it because I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
Oh God, I really hope Emily Rath listens to this someday.
Emily, if you know, Emily, you know how they changed my life. So I feel like the biggest trash ever because I just avoided Caleb. So I knew we need to finish this. Reshea, what about you?
Okay, so
honestly, for you, I don't I don't have like three big men. I will say one of the girlies from Penelope Douglas's book, 3-6 Venom. Yeah, you like her.
I liked those books. I don't want to play with them though because they're high school students.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so let's just.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Emerson,
Oh,
Zade Meadows,
okay.
Rizan. No, Cassian.
Damn, now you got her.
And
So
you're
you
like,
got
we
Emerson.
had 500 years. It's fine. Okay, all right.
Emerson is given daddy/sir master vibes. Zade is just Zade doesn't have any vibes. He is the vibe.
Exactly.
And then we have Cassian, massive. I mean, massive.
So
You know.
I would have to. I'm trying to make the logical decision here. So here's my. You're gonna hate me. You're both gonna hate me.
If you kill Cassian, I will fucking hunt you forever.
I'm killing Zade Meadows.
I knew it.
Not.
I knew it. Oh no.
But this is all logistics. Listen, hear me out. This is all logistics. It's logistics. Okay.
Let's hear it. Let's hear why
I'm gonna hunt you forever.
I wouldn't be if I married or fucked Zade. There would be no marrying or fucking anyone else because if I tried, he would murder them.
You have a good point, but proceed.
Now, my issue with the other two options is, I mean, so Emerson is a total daddy. I mean, being his second. Listen, after reading the Dare, just use me however you want.
Goodness.
And Emerson would do that. I feel like Cassian is probably, because it was written by Sarah J. Maas, a bit more on the vanilla side. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like the sex would be great, but it would take a lot of educating him to do the weird stuff. He'd be into it, but he would have to teach it to him, right? That's a lot of work.
So you definitely are marrying.
I think I'm gonna fuck Emerson because he already knows what's up.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Cassian because here's the other thing. He can make me Fae if he can get me to talk to the right people. Okay. And then I can be Fae.
Damn, you just bamboozled me so hard.
I'm marrying Cassian. I'm fucking Emerson. I'm killing Zade. It made sense in my ADHD brain. ADHD.
So, Deborah, one of the things that you wanted to talk about on this podcast when we had the idea of you coming here was the controversy of Zade Meadows. Right? Why? Yeah. Tell me more.
Reason why?
Here's the presentation.
As you can see on slide 1.
Right? I got it right behind here. No, but the controversy of Zade Meadows, a lot of people kept saying that he's a rapist, he's a stalker, that why should people fall and love someone who we're taught to hate and not to enjoy, not to like. And especially a lot of other new readers on Book Talk, they look at him and they see him and they're like, no, that's sexual assault, he was raping her. No, clearly you're not. Yes, there was like a little part where he like came in the house and like had made her have sex with a gun, but in a way
there's no easy way to say it.
There is no easy way to say it.
Every time I see a video on TikTok that talks about this specific part, everyone gets like, like that part where everyone gets so uncomfortable.
There's no way to say it like, okay, no. You gotta, as much as I want to say it directly, there is no direct way. I have to like kind of tiptoe around it.
Yeah.
But back to the controversy. People say that he is a rapist. People say no, he's just in love. In my opinion, just leave it alone. Especially if there were some people that came after me and gave me hell for enjoying this book.
What? Tell me more.
there was this video that had a post and say tag comment your favorite series or your favorite book, and I said Haunting Adeline. No one can change my mind, and I was like excited about it because they were really are my favorite books. Then some little
Mhm.
girl, I know she's a little girl because clearly she doesn't see, like she doesn't think like an adult. She said, "Oh, so you
Mhm.
think Oh, so you think sexual assault is okay?" Girl,
Ugh.
what?
Ugh.
What? Uh,
No.
I'm like, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, look, there are a lot more other things in this book in Haunting Adeline that overcome like that. And like, oh, but there are women that get sexual assaulted every day, so you think it's okay for him to rape her or for him to, my goodness. And I literally just ended it saying, girl, let me tell you, what do you expect? What do you want out of this conversation? Because every time she came at me, I came at her. I'm like, what do you expect? What do you want? Like, let's be real. What do you want? This is my favorite book. You don't like it? Leave me alone. Bye. I literally told her I had
I just
piss off.
Good for
for
you.
me for me it's just like before you read a book,
Mhm.
unless you're like us,
Mhm.
you definitely don't read any trigger warnings. You just go into it because you love it. You
Exactly.
don't want to have any
Exactly.
spoilers. You're ready for everything. You are
I'm
made
ready
of
for it.
basically a stainless steel. You can do anything. You can be everything. I love it. Yes, right.
Mhm.
If you're not that person and you see the trigger warnings, why would you read that? Why would you read that, babes?
I don't even understand it. Their trigger warnings are there. It says what's gonna happen, and yet you continue it and then you bash people who like it? How does that make sense?
It bothers me because people people seem to equate a fictional book, a
Mhm.
fantasy,
Mhm.
with reality,
Mhm. That's the
as
thing.
if like people don't understand, like, okay, so when you are in the kink community and you want
Mhm.
to do a power dynamic role play with your partner, right? You
Mhm.
enter into that consensually, right, with your
Mhm.
partner, and you do consensual whatever power dynamic, quid pro quo, CNC, shibari, anything you want, right? In that moment, you are creating a fiction, a fantasy.
Mhm.
H.D. Carlton just wrote it down so other people could also engage in that fantasy.
Mhm.
They're consensually entering into that fantasy by
Mhm.
consenting to read the book. And she tells you this is what you're going to get. If you don't want to read it, then if you don't want to be part of this fantasy, if you don't want to visualize this fantasy, it's like, why would you watch that porn video
Mhm.
if you weren't into that specific subgenre on on Pornhub, Why are you even
Mhm.
clicking on the video? So you could just be angry?
Exactly.
Like
It was
they keep
completely
acting like
pointless.
they keep acting like it's giving permission for it to happen in real life.
Exactly. And it's like, no, this is a fantasy. Like
Mhm.
it's go this is obviously not real. I mean, you can make it real, consensual with your partner, but this is just a book. Let's let someone enjoy it. You may see it like, okay, yeah, I see this, I see this, I see this. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this person. I don't like Zade Meadows. But the majority of other women and other readers, they see a lot more than what this person sees.
When we were talking about this prior to this episode, we
Mhm.
said points like people enjoy this story, but not him. This is so true because why do you have to hate a man that is fictional?
I don't
Why?
understand that. He's fake. He's not real. And oh, it's ridiculous to think about it.
And then we have the over analyzing of the story and the need to have an answer for everything. It's a book. It's like Tierney said
It's
on episode 3. It's just a book. Don't take it
mhm.
that Reshea, you said something always that it's like, what is it? What is it?
It's a book, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
Literally.
Mhm.
Like, why can you just not leave people that love this type of books, genres, kinky things alone?
Mhm.
It's what we like. You don't have to like
Exactly.
it. You don't have to read it. You don't have to support it. We support the authors by
Mm-hmm.
reading and buying and everything. You don't have to do anything. It's the same as, on TikTok or on social media in general. We see these people that we're happy with something and we just post a video about it. Like either you
Mm-hmm.
you cooked something, you did something, and then a lot of people don't like that you're doing that and they just go and attack you. It's the same with
Mm-hmm.
this. Why? Just live your life and leave us alone. We like kinky things and we're happy with that. Period.
Exactly. Plus, another thing that I also told this child that if you,
I
I
love that
know
you're
it was a
referring to
child
that person like that.
because I know that girl was a child. But back to it. If you read the book, if you read Haunting Adeline, you can see where Zade is literally just there, standing, just stalking, not interacting with her, but just looking at her, analyzing her. And Adeline's the one that constantly pokes the bear. There's literally a couple of chapters that says that Zade grabs her and he says, keep running that mouth, and I'm gonna choke you with my dick. Lo and behold, she kept running her mouth,
Yeah.
and she
Did she
choked.
shut her mouth?
No, she
Exactly.
did not.
So where's the wrong? Think about it. You poke the bear, it's gonna attack. You keep running your mouth, you're gonna get a tick in your mouth.
The thing is that they don't see it that way because they don't understand what a bratty person is or what a bratty sub/dom dynamic
Mm-hmm.
is. They have no idea what those things are, and they have
There you
no
go, a
idea what
child.
non-consensual non-consent is. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
a whole. If you don't know what you're talking about, just shut the fuck up. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it drives me nuts too when they want to invoke sexual assault survivors as
Mm-hmm.
their as their end all be all for why it should
Uh-huh.
be uh you know not supported.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminds me of like when a white person is like, you can't say or do that because all black people will be offended, and then black people are like,
Mm-hmm.
well, maybe sit down and shut up. Like,
Exactly.
it's like, maybe don't talk unless you are part of that demographic. There are some
Exactly.
sexual assault survivors that process their trauma through certain fantasies like CNC, consensual
Mm-hmm.
non-consent, and fantasizing rape fantasy is what
Mm-hmm.
it used to be called. That was something that people who were sexual assault survivors would engage in as a way of taking back control of what happened to them in
Mm-hmm.
the first place, of saying like, they're taking the power away from the person who took power away from them in the first place. Like, you can't do this to me because I'm giving permission now in
Mm-hmm.
this situation. Or it's kind of cathartic to kind of relive it sometimes. And when these people I know that 1 in 4 women have been assaulted, right? So a lot of us have been through some sort of sexual assault or harassment, and like I think 1 in 8 or 1 in 10 women have been raped. I know not all of them process their trauma that way, but I feel like a lot of times I'm hearing the people who haven't been like physically raped, like they're saying
Mm-hmm.
Zade is doing to her, they're invoking women who have had that happen to them and being like, this isn't okay because I stand with all women. And I'm like,
Girl, shut up.
exactly. Like, just be quiet. It's just so
look,
frustrating.
no fantasy is a bad fantasy. Every
Mm-hmm.
fantasy is allowed. If it is consensual, every
Then it's
fantasy
allowed.
is allowed. No fantasy is bad or wrong or not allowed. Everything is allowed. That's the beauty of sex, of the
Mm-hmm.
sexual world, of the kinky world. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything, if it is consensual and the persons are of age,
Mm-hmm. That
Well,
too.
children
everything is
can't
allowed.
consent. Yeah,
No,
children
no,
can't
no.
consent, which
Of
is
course
why
not.
consent is like a umbrella word.
No, 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 no. Every time I see a book and there is a 30 something, 40 something guy and a 16-year-old girl, I'm like, Nord.
No, I
Nord.
immediately put it down. Nope, not reading it.
No, totally. So, to close this point, any words that you want to say, Deborah, about the Zade Meadows controversy?
For yes, just leave the women who enjoy this alone. They know what it's about. They know what they like, what they don't like. They know what's right and wrong. this is a book. Leave them the hell alone. The last thing reality is already bad enough. The last thing I need is some child talking about my favorite book. If you're not gonna praise it, if you're not gonna like come with me and just talk about Zade Meadows,
thank you.
if we're not gonna sit down with me, talk about Zade Meadows or anything, then go away. I don't need all your negative crap in my life. No, this is a good book. Leave it alone.
And that's on period.
What is something, Deborah, that a fictional man does in a story that automatically makes you tingly in your lady bits?
Oh my goodness.
Go crazy.
How long do I have before I continue?
We can edit this down. Go for it.
Because I have a list, but the first two have to be any sort of praise, especially when they say, "That's my good girl." That's one.
You're gonna love the dare.
I am gonna love it. From what you guys are telling me, I think I'm gonna go buy it right now.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
And also those beautiful hand necklaces that I can never get enough.
Yes.
Right there, Reshea. That would have been perfect.
Yep, that's a perfect
Waiting.
model.
I
was offering my neck up as tribute to whomever might want.
So, what else do we got?
Well, Susie, you said it earlier. It was praise with what else?
Praising degradation. Praising degradation.
There we go. That's another one. Hell,
honey, you really need to go get the dare.
Basically, call me a slut, but make me feel good about it, babes. Make me feel good about it.
Exactly. I do not mind being a slut for one person, for one man. I will be his slut. Just add all those things, and I will bend at their will.
Or two more. Maybe you can do three. You know.
Oh my gosh! A reverse harem. A reverse harem. I can never get enough of those. They're fantasies they're fantasies that I'm like, if I saw one in real life, and I'm like, you go, girl, do it for the both of us.
The way that everything you say, I'm like, she needs to read the dare. 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 Like, it's literally everything that you're saying right now.
Yes, babes. Yes, because when I tell you, I never read the trigger warnings. I never do.
No.
But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for this book just because. And that's see the fucking word clown play. And I'm like,
just clowns. It just says clowns. Wait. I almost put it down.
What?
When I tell you,
it has
clowns.
Look at my face. The kink fetishes within. Erotic humiliation, heck fucking yes. Degradation, yes. Fear play, yes. Consensual non-consent, you guys know already. Orgasm denial, you kidding? Boot worship, I didn't know I have a thing for that. I do.
What was it?
Boot worship, like kissing and licking a man's leather boots while he wears them.
Huh.
Do not judge, Deborah. Do not judge until you read it. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not judging.
Spanking, crying, blowjobs, clowns. And then the other things, whatever. When I was like, you know what? I never read this, but I'm gonna read it this time because why not? Clowns. And
is that I'm surprised that it was under kinks fetishes and not under trigger warnings, because there's a whole trigger warning at the beginning. I have a fear of clowns that developed at a very early age. And why was that under kinks fetish? Is that something that people... I'm not kink shaming. I'm kink asking why.
Yeah.
But that book is going in my cart ASAP.
Thank you very much. We need to know your insights and hot takes when you finish, because you're going to finish, babe, in a few times.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm telling you. Oh, my God.
Read it alone. I've never, I was reading Pucking Around on the subway when I was in New York, and Susie's like, don't read it on the subway. I was like, okay. And I read it and I was fine. This one, don't. Just read it.
Pucking Around Honestly,
Make
for
sure
me, fucking
everything's
around,
charged. Make sure everything's charged. Make sure your batteries are replaced. And
fucking around and the dare, if I at some point get stranded on an island, it's gonna be those 2 books that I'm gonna take with me. No
and
doubt.
no men.
No, I don't care. No, I only
Because you have
need
the
my
books, you don't need the men.
What about
vibrators and
reenacting
my
them?
books. Yes, but no.
What'd you say?
What about
Reenacting them.
reenacting? Like she would need someone to reenact them.
What if they did a bad job? They'd ruin it.
What if
Oh,
you have
that I
to
shouldn't do
explain everything? It's like I just need you to get it, like I get it, you know?
it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
We
Deborah,
get it.
coming from a traditional household, right?
Mm-hmm.
Us as Latina, that can be a very interesting subject.
Yeah.
And you, Reshea, as a woman in a very manly country, this can be a very interesting subject too, right? Us as being raised as traditional, all the 3 of us,
Mm-hmm.
how has books, these specific books like smutty, pornographic, or whatever, corny books helped you to
Well,
gain like confidence and all of that?
it did give me confidence, 100%. Because before all these smuts, I'm just like, I'll stick to what I know. I'll stick to my plain vanilla. But now, ever since this, I'm confident. I'm open to experimenting. Because of these books, I learned that I have new kinks every single time.
I
Especially,
know.
um, especially the consensual, non-consensual. I am on board on trying it. I've thought about like, okay, something is definitely wrong with me if I'm like willing to try it, because some people call it force play fantasy. Until I read The Ritual, and then I'm like, okay, I am not insane. I'm not alone. This author also thinks the same thing as me, and I am willing to try it. Um, But yeah, ever since these books, I am willing to try new things. I do apply some to my sex life, but not so much to a point where it's like, okay, calm down. But I get the best of both worlds in balance. And thank God for my fiance. He's open to trying new things too.
I love that for you. You'll say that you are definitely a kinky trier.
Yeah, I'm willing to try new things because why? I'm gonna be with someone for the rest of my life. I don't mind like having vanilla, but also like I would love to try some new things. I'm open to it. Um, it is out of my comfort zone, but most of the time most of the time I know I'm gonna love this if I get out of my comfort zone.
Do you read books with like big, beautiful women by any chance?
I haven't found a good one, honestly.
Okay,
I
so let me rephrase this question. When you
mhm
read a book
mhm
and you're reading about the description of a woman, like the
mhm
the female character, the main character,
mhm.
right? Are you seeing yourself in her, or she is like the author is describing it?
Most of the times whenever it's like a blonde or like some other like other hair color, things completely different to me, yes, I will think about like it's someone else. But when they say it has dark color with something similar, I'm like, I see myself. Let me imagine myself in this book.
I am
It doesn't.
convinced I am a narcissist. Because to me, I'm all of them. All of them. I don't care if they're blonde. I'm blonde in that book. I don't care.
Oh,
I
hair
could
color is like the
relive that.
easiest one. Hair color is funny because you could just be like, oh, I could dye my hair easy. There. She's exactly describing me. This
Mhm,
brunette, olive tone skin woman who's 4'9" with
mhm.
black hair.
That's
That's
me.
totally me. I just gotta dye my hair. It's fine.
That's me. And I don't know. I like to ask my friends, my female friends, this question because all of them they say that they're not the person. I'm like, wow, I'm always the person that is living this in the books. Always.
That's how you get book hangover.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Except
Ugh.
except in some of Anna Huang's books, and some of them are Asian. Some of the female main
Mm-hmm.
characters are Asian, and I can't imagine myself as that. So I imagine like an actual Asian woman there. Let her have a
Yeah, no, that's
spotlight.
a little bit different though. Or like when they're like African American or like black,
Mhm.
yeah, that's a little bit different. I think for us Latinas, but for women
Mhm.
in general, it's
Mhm.
difficult if you were born in a culture or society that treats sex as a religious thing, like as a
Mhm.
reproductive type of thing. Like you only have sex to have kids, and you're not
Mhm.
supposed, like, I know for some religions, like oral sex is a, thank you, New York.
Rude.
Oh my god. I know some religions are like oral sex is a no no. And I'm like, what? Oh, what?
What?
Uh,
I know some religions, or like I think most, like anything anal is like a no no, or anything
Mhm.
like foreplayish, like having having fun before having sex is a no no. It's like you guys don't even,
Breathe.
they don't even use lube. So how is it that I'm gonna be ready for you? I don't understand.
Exactly. You need to ease me up, like warm me up to get over there.
Like explain it to me because I'm confused. Like, wow.
It's
So tell me.
it's especially like now that back then they didn't do anything, there was no foreplay. Now that they have toys, it helps you out. They're still frowned upon. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
This helps you. This literally can help you skip a few steps and get straight to it. If you use the right tool, if you use the right toy, um, it'll come in. It'll be really handy. But
I
yet,
know.
it's still such a taboo
Masturbation,
stuff.
no, masturbation is a no no for like most religions, I think,
Mhm.
because
yeah.
of the Bible, I think.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I know. People act just like sex is not the most natural thing ever. Like, babes, how were you born?
Everyone does it.
exactly. Exactly.
How are you born?
Mhm.
The fucking birds. Even birds have foreplay. They go and like do the whole dancing thing, you know, like even birds have foreplay.
My goodness.
I promise I'm
And
not on
even
any
then,
drugs right now. I'm just really excited about this subject.
by all means.
I love
Oh
this.
my god. And then the other point that we have is how we are shamed for liking dark romance and not just simply romance. Again, we like what we like.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We like what we like. I like this. But if it's not your thing, that's fine. I'm not gonna give you anything, but just leave me alone with my thing, okay? You like
Exactly.
if someone likes Colleen Hoover, by all means enjoy, but don't you dare call that spice.
Have you read
Don't
anything
you?
about like from
No,
her? Me
no.
neither. Nobody that has been on this podcast ever read anything from
I
that
don't
woman.
know.
That's
I
because
don't even
we
know
like
why
the
we don't like her
dark.
specifically.
It's I don't mind that she has romance books. But what I don't like is that people say, "Oh, I love the spice." I'm like, "Girl, that is not spice." Or maybe it is, but it's just barely.
I mean, you can like very mild, vanilla, cute type of romantic books, and that's, we love it. Heck, fucking yes! I
If
started
that's
like
your
that.
thing, if that gets you
Mm-hmm.
off, if that gets you wet, by all means.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I said I started like that, and that is a lie. That is a total lie. One of my first series was Hades Hangman, and that thing is so darks. Oh,
Hades Hangman.
yeah. It's like, you know, like I'm not shaming you for you liking what you like. You
Mm.
like vanilla ice cream, and we love that for you. You sometimes like the Napolitan one. Heck fucking yes, good for you. We like all of the other flavors. The
Clearly
weird ones.
pistachio.
Obvio. Obviously.
Poor Deborah doesn't even understand that that's an inside joke about pucking around. I'm so sorry,
That is fucking
Deborah.
around, Deborah. You're
For a
gonna
minute,
get it
I
when you
thought it
read it.
was the dare.
What?
I, for a minute, I thought it was the dare. I'm like, they're giving me another the dare reference.
No.
The dare just what? I'm sure there's ways to use ice cream in a kinkier way.
No,
Of
on the
course,
dare
I
we
can
could
imagine.
say the beer when she gets the beer. I know we said a lot of things about this book, but there is a point here when he says crawl.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
He says, "Go get me a beer." And she starts walking and he goes, "No. Crawl."
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I
She crawled
closed
to
the
go get the
book.
beer?
What?
Did she crawl the entire way to get the beer?
Through a
You need to read,
party.
but you need to
Oh
read the
my
book. You need to read the
goodness.
book.
This
Because
isn't even a spoiler because it's like page 12.
yes, I know. I know. You need to read the book because she gets it and she does it and everything, but she's such a brat. She is such a fucking brat.
I
She
refuse
just,
to drink beer any other way now.
Oh my god.
guys, babes, gays, sinners, churis, you need to read this because we're gonna get to this like in a month
You're
on this
blushing.
podcast. It's just too much. It's just too freaking much. What book would you recommend to a non-smut reader to start like on the smutty journey?
Damn, I recommended a lot of books. Every book that I read, I recommended it. But it depends how hard or how deep they want to go. Do they want to go head first into the deep end, or do they want to just like dip their toe in it?
So let's do it this way. Give us one each for like beginner, intermediate, and then advanced.
For beginner, I have to give the Twisted series. If you're a beginner, go with the Twisted.
Anna
If you're
Huang.
in exactly Anna Huang. If you're intermediate, I would say my favorite. This is like a trilogy. We Will Reign, You Will Bow, and They Will Fall. Those are my absolute favorite reverse harem books. I cannot stop raving about
Those
them.
names had me sweating already.
Who wrote
I
those?
love from Rachel Leah. Those are my absolute favorite. I love because it was it's not only smutty, it's reverse harem, it's also a thriller and mystery. Love that.
Heck freaking yes. And it's a white shoes? Yes.
And if you just want to dive into the deep end, obviously just go with either That Sick Love or Haunting Adeline.
Okay.
So That Sick Love is, you said it's one book or it's a series?
No, That Sick Love is one book.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's a stalker. That's really dark, really deep. It has to be like right there with Zade Meadows.
Ooh, the darker the better for us. So Reshea, we got another one for the podcast.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one. So, Deborah, to finish this amazing episode, because you're being amazing, men reading smut.
I think that they should. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine if men started reading smut the same way women did and they started applying what they learned to their relationship? I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
We all know
Yes, I can imagine.
We all know a lot of women. They want to try something, but they don't want to explain. They don't want to do any of that. They just wish that these men would just get it. So if they would read it, they would get it, apply it, and happy wife, happy life.
When I tell you, you just got me on the not wanting to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's so annoying. Like, you just need to get it. You know that audio that says the girls that get it, and the girls that
and
don't,
the girls
don't?
that don't.
It's that simple.
We're entering the age where women in our generation are tired of holding the hands of men and teaching them how to be equal partners.
Not only that, but to be dominant as well.
Yeah, to be like, listen, like you are so kind, you're so loving, you're so great, we love you so much. I'm tired of talking and you not getting it. So listen, some of my favorite people, H.T. Carlton, Harley LaRue, Emily Rath, they wrote it down for you. Just go ahead.
Here you go.
Read it, take notes, highlight, and here's some post-its. Go for it. Like,
it's not that difficult. Honestly, if you guys think about it, honestly, like, we women, right? We women. We read these books. We see these female characters. we are in love with them too. We want to be them. And in so many ways, we actually become those characters in so many ways in our lives. Why can't they do it?
Oh
They
my
can.
gosh.
Just
Don't want
They don't
to.
want to.
they haven't wanted to. And I'm not speaking about all men when I say this, but
Of course.
the men that our mothers were with and made families with and dated were the ones who they were still in that generation of we don't have to do very much. They didn't have to work as hard to support or like to provide, and they didn't have to bring much to the table because they held all the money essentially. I mean, women were even allowed to have credit cards in their own name and their own bank accounts until like the 70s. Like it's ridiculous how dependent we were on men because of the gates that they put up to keep us out of financial and social independence. We're at a place now where women are making their own money. Women can afford their own place to live. Women can do all their own shit, and we're tired of acting like we have to cook for them and clean for them and be their mothers essentially and just be constantly disappointed because what do you bring to the table now? It was money, but I have my own money now. So
Dude, I went on a date like a month and a half ago, and a guy asked me that.
what you brought to the table? Bitch, I am the table.
Exactly
And
that.
the way,
Can't
you
handle
know
it.
what was my response? I literally, we had the food and everything. I got up and I left.
As you should.
Yes.
I didn't have anything to say. I was like, you don't see the table right here? I don't need to be here. I'm doing you a favor.
Right?
Like, the audacity. I'm telling
leave
you.
now before you get disappointed throughout the future.
Just
Disappointed
take the small disappointment and walk away before it becomes a real big liability.
And of course,
Exactly.
I want to go
thought I
on a
was-
date. I want to go on a date and have that happen just so I can do the same thing because I feel like it would feel really good.
No, it felt fantastic. And we didn't exchange phone numbers because I have a rule. We don't exchange phone numbers unless it's like super necessary or unless like I really like you and we need to be out of the app. He texted me on the app and, oh my God, are you okay? When are you coming back? And I'm from the bathroom. He thought I went to the bathroom because of course I didn't say anything. I just grabbed my thing and I went and I left. And he thought I went to the bathroom and I'm like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to explain. And I literally blocked the contact on the app and that's it. And I haven't seen him and I hope I never see him again. And if I do, he's going to ask me and I will be like, I don't have to explain anything. You see me?
Just all you say is no because it's a full sentence. Just no.
Like
walk away.
the audacity, the fact that I did my makeup, that I did my hair, that I took the time to pick
could have
up
been
an
reading.
outfit.
Exactly. Could have been reading.
I never even thought about that. Yes.
I swear.
I could have that. I could have
both
a
boyfriends
date
are better.
with Caleb, Ilmari, and Jake, and I didn't. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my
The
goodness.
audacity.
So, going back to the point, yes, men should fucking be reading the books that we read because first they will learn, and second, we don't need to explain ourselves. If they read that, we wouldn't have to explain anything because they will get it. Because the girls and the guys that get it, and the people that don't. That's it.
They don't.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate like some of the men that are on TikTok that they do read. You can tell who reads and who doesn't. I mean, just recently this freaking TikToker just pops up in my For You page. I know for a fact that he's using book talk to get clout.
There's so many people that do that. And honestly, do what you gotta do. I don't care how you get it. It's just there's so many people that actually read and they enjoy this. And we don't get to see their videos because maybe they're not as handsome or as beautiful as other people. And that is a little bit sad, you know?
I did have one question for you, for both of you, because I see this going around. Do you guys listen to the music from TikTok dedicated to book talk? Because we know that Russ, he makes music. He made a book talk song for us called Nasty. There was some other ones out there. Do you guys listen to them?
I listened to Russ because I really liked that Russ came at it from a genuine perspective where he was like, some of my followers told me to read some of these books and holy shit, this stuff is hot. I'm going to put it in a song.
Mm-hmm.
There's some like blonde guy that's trying to do the same thing with long hair, and he makes videos where he's like talking to himself. He's like, hey, did you hear that all these women on Book Talk really like these songs? Is that him? I won't listen to his music because it seems it's like, hey, did you hear we could get a lot of views by doing this super gimmicky thing? Let's do it. And it just feels more disingenuous. I want somebody who's more like, I discovered that there's books that are sexy and they are hot. I'm going to write a song about it. And not just, oh, I discovered that I could get famous by doing this thing and I don't actually care. But I don't expect Russ. I don't think Russ is reading the books like through and through. I think he's just looking for the hot bits. But I think he also appreciates the fact that we appreciate it. And he was writing the music for us. I feel like a lot of the other people are writing the music because they know that we'll like it and it's for them. Like they're doing it to further themselves instead of like writing music that's really for us. It's like they're pandering to us instead. I don't know. It has to be genuine.
No, I understand that completely because I have a whole playlist full of book talk songs, but I also do understand what you're saying because some of these do use book talk for attention to grow themselves, and some of them are genuine. So that is true. That's one reason. I mean, there's
also,
a lot of them out there.
Also, Russ is hot. And then the first thing he says that it's a book talk reference is grab the headboard, hold on tight, which is Silver Flames.
Oh my goodness.
My Cassian baby. Oh, Cassian.
Cassian is not a baby. Cassian is a daddy.
Oh, Susie, how about you? Do you listen to the book talk music?
Like the only 3 songs that Reshea has sent me so far since we know each other. But no, my answer will be no. When I read books, I am a very classical girly. I'm either into piano, jazz, type of autumn fall videos on YouTube.
Not like while you're reading. Not while you're reading, but just like do you listen to the song? You just don't you don't have a playlist of like songs that you would totally boink to? All right.
Oh yeah, I do, but they're not TikTok like book related. You know what I mean?
You would never put Nasty extended version on your fuck playlist? I'm telling Russ. I'm sending him a message. You haven't listened to it at all?
No. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You're missing
out. Susan. Oof.
Oh my god. She's on second name basis. Okay. I get it. No, I promise I will. And yes, and if you guys sinners know any good songs that are like book related, please don't doubt. Put them in the comments, or like if you see the clip from this specific point of the podcast on social media. Book vibes. Yes. Share them because we want to know. Please.
You know what we'll do? We'll make a playlist and we'll share it with all of you guys. I'll make a Spotify playlist.
Oh my god, yeah, and you know them.
I will gladly give you the first one. Love Me by X Habit. That is a really good one.
That's on my fuck playlist too.
Damn, you guys, we need to do this playlist. It's definitely a thing. We are doing this, no doubt. And Deborah is going to be one of the curators because, damn, she knows. She knows. Okay, so we came to this verdict, definitely. Men that read are hot. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they're hotter if they read like fun stuff. Like a guy that reads only autobiographies. I mean, cool.
It's okay.
That's great, but that's not like a cute. It's not gonna help you in your relationship.
Yeah, we can have a cute conversation, but that's it. You want to have like a conversation and other things.
Did you see that? Did you see that? I don't know if it was a Reddit post or a TikTok or something where this girl was like, this guy, he said that girls who read books, like the book talk girls, are boring. And so they're good for a couple dates, but you don't want to like date them or marry them. And she said, you're a total Tamlin. You should put that in your Tinder bio. And he said, absolutely, I will. And so he wrote, I'm a total Tamlin. Like for you book talk girlies, like I'm a total Tamlin. And he had no idea.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So she did
Vengeance.
everyone on book talk favor.
He's like, I don't know if you've read ACOTAR, Deborah, but he's like the main love interest in the first book, and then very beginning of the second book, he turns out to be a total tool.
And all of the other books too.
Oh no, I haven't read it.
We recommend, Deborah. We recommend.
It's not dark, but it's a very good story. Very good story.
I don't know.
So, girlies, Reshea and Deborah, are there any book talk men that you would like to feature on this episode?
I think it has to be Zach, because I know that he reads the books. I know that he actually sits down, reads them. He has copies. He has his Kindle. I think he would benefit.
Is Zach the guy that like started the whole controversy? Poor guy.
Yes, he
just wanted to read a book.
Okay, but can we talk about his eyebrows on fucking point?
There's something hot about a guy who does like some shaping of the eyebrows.
Best eyebrows I've seen. Wow, and he has amazing hair.
Like, you know it's like thick and soft to touch. His hair is thick and soft to touch.
Hey, Reshea, please, what are you saying right now?
I was just saying his hair looks like it feels nice. I'm so sorry.
You definitely did not start with the hair. I do not believe you.
I swear to God. I was like, you can tell. Like, I was doing this, like, imagining, like, running your fingers through his hair. Like, it.
That can be another thing that you're imagining touching.
I'm so sorry.
Like, even the hand. Yes, he was attacked pretty badly on TikTok of like not long ago because women were very mad, or not women, I think it was mostly women, that they were very mad because he got really popular really quick on TikTok because of a man reading books. It's sexy, it's hot, let's admit it. It's fucking hot. And
but here's
if we see a man, tell me.
I'm sorry. But here's the thing. The same women that get mad because he blew up are the same women that they want men to read, but they don't want him to blow up. It's kind of hypocritical. Those are the type of women. The hypocritical women are the ones that get mad at him for reading, but also want him to read. Like, there's no satisfying those type of women. So that's why he blew up, and I think that's why he got so much hate and so much, like, the scandal. I will still never understand why he got the scandal, why he got so much hate, why people try to cancel him. I think it's because
the main thing was that most people were saying that he actually didn't read the books, that he was not reading the books, everything was a lie. He was just like looking at reviews and then talking about the books on the videos. And to them I say, and if it was, what is the fucking problem? There is none. We will never know. Even if he does, even if he doesn't, we don't care. He's cute. We love a man that read books, and we want to see more of that because we want. Maybe he's gonna create a cult where more men are gonna read, and we can find the perfect man for ourselves.
Exactly.
You're fanning so hard, I can hear it in your microphone. Sorry, well, you got so heated just now. Flap, 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 flap.
It's just, you know what? I just don't understand why people get so worked up about someone else being successful. Like, I think they just have the mentality of, if he has it, I can't have it, you know?
Yeah, it's not a pie.
I don't get that mentality because...
It's not a pie. There's enough for everyone.
For me, it's just... Exactly. For me, it's just there's enough for everyone. Maybe your time is not right now, but you will get there if you keep doing the thing. It's like, relax. There's enough for everybody. And they don't think they just have this scarcity mindset. And it's like, I've been doing this for 5 years and nothing happened to my TikTok. Well, keep doing it. Maybe someday it will happen. Maybe not. We'll see. It's like, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
book talk
What?
guys besides Zach? Anyone else?
You know what? I had someone else in mind. I have him in my head, but I don't know his name. I know he has a girlfriend and they both read books. Um,
Oh, are
but
they the ones where
You
they're
but
like,
talking about the, his girlfriend is obsessed with Credence?
yes, I think so. I think
Yes,
him
yes.
too. I don't know his name, but I think him too.
I
For you,
have
Reshea,
one.
anyone you want to recommend?
Yes. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Dale C. Sander
He's
with the
amazing.
with the curly hair. One, he's
Yeah.
hilarious. Two, he also pole dances. Like he's learning how to pole dance and he
No
posts videos.
way.
Yes. Yeah.
I love
What?
him.
That's new.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
And
actually do have one. I'm sorry. I remember.
ooh, wow, way to just be
You
a
guys,
traitor.
I know, but you guys know him. Andrew Tong. So, Deborah, before we go, anything you want to say to our sinners, your TikTok family? I know you're growing on TikTok, so I love that for you, babes. So,
Thank
anything you
you.
want to say to
job.
them?
Just thank you. Um, just enjoy and read the books. Doesn't matter what book
Yes.
it is, read it. You might explore and learn something about yourself. Just read it. Push your partner to read. It'll help your sex life. Push someone to read.
Yeah.
Write a book. I don't know. Just enjoy the books. Just
I
plain and
love
simple, enjoy
I
the
love
that.
books.
that. I love that.
So, Deborah, what are your ads? What you have coming? Anything that you want to say? Like, what is your TikTok about? What are your ads on all of the social medias that you are at? Let us know.
Well, all I pretty much have is a TikTok. In my TikTok, all I do is just make book talk content, whether it's like make skits, recommendations, or if it's just about me like giving hints or sneak peeks about my own book coming out. I'm working on that to get my own little smut story out there.
What?
So yeah,
How did you
What?
not mention this? That's
Okay, so
awesome.
are we expecting
thank you.
some of the dark romance vibes, or are we
Yeah.
expecting kinky stuff?
I am still going on about it. I'm adding a little bit of everything in it. But what I can tell you are the tropes about it. Um, it's grumpy versus sunshine, enemies to lovers. Um, there is some mafia involved.
Ooh.
Yes,
That's all I can say for now because I'm still trying to figure out the tropes as I'm going down with the story. I already have
totally
24
fine.
chapters.
Look at you, my little author. I love it. I love it. I love it. Heck fucking yes, baby. Lo puedes hacer y lo estás haciendo. Me encanta, me encanta. Claro que
Thank
sí.
you.
I know. I love it. I love it. We know it's going to be a fucking hit. And we cannot wait to have you. When the book is out, you're going to be like, okay, so I'm here about my book. Let's talk about it. I'm
Ooh.
so excited. I'm so
Thank you.
We
excited.
get exclusive
So,
rights to
Deborah,
the
where
first
can they
interview
find
for
you?
sure.
Of course,
Heck freaking
obviously.
yes. Heck
You
freaking
will be
yes.
the very
Deborah, where
first.
can we find you?
On my TikTok for Alexandra, for Deborah's Book Talk Corner. That is
Yes.
my only social media that I have. Everything else will be fake.
Deborah, you were amazing. Thank you so much.
You're amazing. I'm so glad that we had you on. I'm so glad that that Susie stumbled onto your TikTok and sent me that video of you like trying to read with your kid. That was fucking hilarious and super relatable, and I loved it.
Yes, thank you.
A
So
mom reader is it's not an easy job. It's definitely not an easy job.
No.
Deborah, you were fantastic. We cannot wait to have you back. Cannot wait to listen more and read more about the book. And keep doing all those amazing videos because we freaking love them. Mwah. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you so much.
sinners.
Bye.
bye. Because you can't get enough of us, be sure to follow Come With Us, our podcast, on all the socials. You can find us at Come With Us Pod. If you want to follow Susie, you can follow her on Instagram at I'm Susie Nunez, or on TikTok at I'm Susie Nunez 1111. Or if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at Reshea_reads, or on TikTok at Charlotte Rivers 4. You know you want to.
See you there. Sinners, you've been good little angels as always. Mwah. Thank you for listening. And remember, stay wicked, stay wild, and keep reading. Bye.